What's up YouTubers, Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an easy pair of heavy duty DIY folding sawhorses. If you guys are new to my channel, please do me a favor, click the subscribe and the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright, let's get to this one. Okay, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and cut the legs. I'm going to be building mine out of 2x4s because I have a bunch of scrap. If you're going to have to buy all the materials, you could just as easily make it out of 2x3s. That'll be plenty strong and it'll be a little bit lighter and easier to move around. You're going to need 6 2x4s or 2x3s and 2 1x4s. So we're going to go ahead and cut the bottom and top of each leg 20 degrees. We'll go ahead and set that on the ground, nice and level, at angle. So I'm gonna want my sawhorses 32 inches up off the ground. You can adjust the height if you're taller or shorter. So I'll just go ahead and I'm gonna actually subtract 1.5 inches from 32 because we're gonna have boards on top. You want the angles going the same way, top and bottom. Now with the first leg cut, we can just take it to our pieces and line it up on top and trace the rest of our legs. Make sure you use the same leg to trace all the rest. And a little trick to prevent the splitting of this angled edge is we'll go ahead and just nip off the corner of it. That'll prevent it from chipping and splitting. Now once you got all the legs done, we're gonna do the tops. And the tops is actually gonna be one board on each of these, like that. And I'm gonna do mine 48 inches. That way you can put a full sheet of plywood on it. If you wanna make them smaller, go ahead. That's all you have to adjust is these tops. Okay, now we're gonna cut the support that's gonna connect each leg together. There's just gonna be one on each side, and we're gonna make one sawhorse have 40-inch wide and one have 44-inch wide braces. That's so that we're gonna be able to nest the two pairs together. Now with all our pieces cut, we can start to assemble. Now there's going to be 8 pieces to each of these sawhorses. 2 legs on each side, a support on each side, and then 2 tops. There's a few different ways we can attach these lower supports to the sides. One is we're just going to put it right on top of the rails, and then we can just screw down right to the rail. The second option is we could inset it like this, and you'd want to use the same thickness as your legs, so 2x3 or 2x4s, and then you can just go ahead and drive the screws from the side into that piece. Now that's going to be a little bit weaker of a joint. The only difference is if you put it like that, it's going to take up less space than if you put it like this. And the third option, what we're going to do today is we're going to make a little cross-cut dado, I believe is the term, where we're just going to cut a little notch out of this so that this piece will fit right into there and it won't take up any more space, but it'll be extra strong. Like this. See how there's a notch cut in the side of the wood, and this fits right into that notch. We'll line up all 4 of our legs for one of the horses, and this is the outside of the leg facing me. Make sure they're all lined up and even on the bottom, and we can go ahead and clamp them nice and tight together. And then we're gonna go ahead and mark 8 inches up from the bottom of the legs. That's where the bottom of that support's gonna go. Now the only difference between this one and the other pair is we're gonna put this one at 8 inches the bottom, and the other pair we're gonna bump it up to 12 inches for the bottom. That way they'll nest in together. And then we'll mark a line across the bottom, and I'll just go ahead and use my support actually. I'm gonna mark the other side. Now we're just gonna remove 3/4 of an inch of that, the thickness of our cross support. Now there's a few different ways you can get rid of this material. You could use your table saw, you could use a hand saw. We're gonna be using the skill saw and we're gonna cut multiple passes. We'll just go ahead and adjust the depth of our saw blade to 3/4 of an inch. Then we can take our hammer, knock out all these chips. Then we can clean up the area with the chisel. See, now our cross support will fit nice and snug in there. Okay, now we just need to put some wood glue on each of these joints. And then make sure it's square top and bottom. And we can go ahead and pre-drill. Screw it down. Okay, now we're going to screw on the tops. And on the 40-inch wide ones, we're going to come in 4 inches from the side on each one. The 44-inch ones is just going to have a 2-inch overhang. These will have a 4-inch overhang. A little wood glue. Now to attach the two tops together, we're going to be using these regular old door hinges. These are 3.5 inch. I'll make sure I go ahead and put a link down in the description to some of these, as well as the other tools and supplies I'm using today for you guys. Okay, so we're going to take our hinge like this. We'll open it up and we're going to set it down here, and we're going to place it about 1 inch or so in from our leg. We'll make sure this hinge pin is right in the middle. Get it straight. Then I'm going to go ahead and mark the center of our holes with my punch. Then we're just going to go ahead and screw it with the screws it came with. You could put longer screws in there if you wanted, probably 1 inch long. These will be strong enough. I can always put new ones in if I need to. The little nesting feature, I kind of messed up. I had a 50% chance of getting it right, but of course I got it wrong. So the Sawhorse that has the narrower legs that are closer together, that needs to have this support be the higher one, the 12-inch one, and I reversed them, so I have this as the lower one on the narrower one. See how it nests inside the leg right here, this narrower one, but then it hits. So it needed to have the brace up here, so that I could have lifted it over, inside and over. But that's okay. Still work. Okay, the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and drill a hole right in the middle on each side of our support rails. And then you're gonna take a bit of rope or some of this nylon strapping, and the hole's gonna be just big enough to squeeze this through. We'll feed it from the back. Then we'll just go ahead and tie a knot in it. Pull that tight. Do the same thing to the other side. But before we tie that knot, let's go ahead and close the legs up a little bit. Then we can make our knot, and then when we pull the legs apart, it'll cinch that knot down nice and tight. Okay, well here they are. All done and nice and sturdy. I really like the folding aspect. Now 2 of them takes up about the same size as 1 of them for storage. Alright guys, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and click the bell so you can get all my new videos. Thanks for watching Johnny DIY. Keep on doing it yourself guys. Take care.